Morning. What was that poll? It went away right at the last second. Sitting on the apron. Oh, I didn't get the results. The second I walked in, it went away. Are you excited for Kahlo? That's what it was. Running a little late today. Oh, I don't have a light on. Whoops, missing the light. That's better. I'm also missing water, but I have coffee. My hair's not back yet. Let's fix that. We're working on this piece today. Trying to redo the water because it's a little messy. It doesn't look all that bad, but I don't love it. Redoing the rocks, and I was thinking of maybe brightening up in here a little bit. Maybe. Maybe not. Let's get everything done and see. Is this Gygus or a rose? It's Gygus. My hair's getting long. This clip isn't quite big enough. Is that gonna hold? Maybe. Is it level? Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna start by spraying down the palette because that'll need to soak. And then read alerts, have some coffee, and then we'll start painting. Does this need another coat too? Yeah, this could use another coat. Maybe we can also do that. Rule of Rose of Gygus. Anyway, now I'm here. I can also show you what I was doing Wednesday night. Because I have it over there on the floor. Hidden art? Nah. I mean, this kind of is. So this really? Oh, it has lyrics too? No, we are skipping it, and we're going to the song.
A Star Ghost restores 1 heart of your energy.
I'm gonna give this a coat first, and then we'll read alerts. So this can dry. So this is a stem cap for a bike. It's the part that goes to hold the handlebars to the bike. If you have a quill stem. It does something in there. And I've done it 3 times already, and I've been unhappy with what I'm painting on it every time. I don't know why my voice is so scratchy today. It doesn't hurt, it's just gone. Is that a good coat? Yeah. So we're gonna do it a 4th time. So I'm trying to paint it checkerboard, or a checkerboard-esque radial pattern, and I've done it like 4 times. So this is me re-priming it, and I'm letting it dry this way. For the first 3 times, I tried to, I had done it on Photoshop, printed it, and then I was using carbon paper trying to trace it, but it's not flat. It has like a dome shape to it. Actually, it's more than a dome shape. Like, the edges of it, like, come up, and then it goes down towards where the screw goes. So it's kind of volcanic shaped, like with an indent in the top. So it's been really hard. So this time, once that dries, like later today, I'm going to use circle tracers and just like lay the plastic circle over it and trace a circle and then like freehand it from there. And somewhere I have a screw for it and I don't know where I put it. That may be a problem. It's somewhere in my bike stuff. It can't be that far. I missed what you're making. I'm painting a stem cap. It looks like this so far. This is my solution to holding it and then letting it be able to dry. So I've been doing like this. Stay, don't fall. That would be bad. We have a 40-month resub from Lunar, 40 months from Fred Fredberger, 16 from Haley92, 40 from Missing No Leader, 41 from Andrew in the Kitchen, 2 from Evil Half Dead, and 300 bits from Aggregated Molecules, who says, PSA, anyone with a Twitch creator account, remember to opt out of AI training because they opt you in by default. I need a comfort, Starkos. Yeah, I saw that on Discord yesterday. And then went and poked around. I thought you were painting a pop socket. It kind of looks like one. Time to wake up. The rooster is crowing. Oh no, I'm awake. Okay. I just rolled this into the paint. $11, make a wish. So, let's see. This painting, we gotta redo the water. The rocks aren't done. There's a lot of brown in here still, but they look way better. Oh, 11, I mean. So we're gonna redo all of this. There's just a lot more to these. Like, they're looking good. Like, they have their shapes. And like I said, maybe brighten up in here a little bit. I don't know. They look more like rocks and less like logs. That's true. Like, it looks better when I blocked everything in last week. I think I blocked in some of the trees wrong as well, like the trunks, but that was just blocking stuff in. So mushroom painting. My goal today is to get that wrapped up and ready to mail. I like to give it as long as possible between when I varnish it and when I have to ship it. So that's getting ready to go out. But while I had it, I was like, I should do a print and see how it looks. And I printed it, which is what's on the floor over there. And I'm gonna grab that in a second. And I printed it and compared it, and I was like, oh, I could up the greens, and the cap is not quite as saturated, and it was too teal of a blue, so I was able to adjust the file as well. Grab my paintbrushes. We have 12 months from Dragonstorm. Thanks for hitting a year. First year hype. Happy Power Up Coliseum weekend. Yep. We're going to be rating them when I'm done today. All right, let me grab this print so I can show you. All right, so mushroom painting, actual painting, varnished, it's shiny, and then print. I should have switched hands. Actually, this is better. So it looks pretty good, but do you see how it's a little more teal in the print? Like, I think I did a really good job photographing this one, but it's a little more teal. Just a little bit, but I feel like everything else is fine. Like the yellows, the greens, all of the tree trunks, all of that looks good. It's just the cap. So I think that looked fine. So I redid it. I'm gonna set the painting down. And I did up the saturation a little bit overall, but mostly just for the cap. So this is the second version. So I adjusted the file and it looked way better. So I am happy with that. Like, very happy with that. And then I don't have them yet. Putting stuff back where it belongs so I don't mess it up. I also ordered a few prints from a professional company. I ordered one of each of those files so I could compare what their printing looks like compared to my printer. And then I ordered I'm blanking on the name, a fine art print of it to see how that looks. So I can decide if it's worth it to do that. What happened to the music? So then I will have 5 to compare from. And the person who took the original photo, I'm going to give him his choice of print as a thank you. Whichever one he likes, even if it's the fine art one, that's totally fine. But I also get his opinion on which one looks best. But the reason I'm getting prints made is there's a few things that happen in Raleigh, and I've been advised by people I know in Raleigh who are like, you should sell at them. You should just have prints. They're like, we know you don't keep your originals. They're like, but what if you like sold prints? Because we want prints at least. So I was looking into some of that, seeing how things looked. There's someone I know who runs it is a gallery, but it's not like a gallery. Like if you think art gallery, like where there's art on the walls and it's a little bit more ritzy and expensive, it's not that kind of gallery. It's actually a really cool, hip place, and they sell like zines and stickers and stuff. So, less gallery, no, not exhibition. I don't know how to explain what the store is. It's art, it's local art, and they sell like t-shirts and like local jewelry from a local jeweler. But it's more hip and a little bit more, it's less fussy. Anyway, I've been in talks with her to see if I can get some prints there as well. So there might be stuff locally here if you ever come to Raleigh. I just don't have it set up yet. An art outlet? No, outlet is more like you have an outlet store that's like off-season or last season stuff for clothing. So it's not quite an outlet. It's not a maker space because people don't go there and make the art. Hippie Aunt's art shop? Yeah. Yeah, that works. And like there are originals that are for sale there. Did I show off the like Raleigh neighborhood piece I bought? It's a print someone made of like, and it's all like typography and there's some illustrations of like local Raleigh stuff. I think I showed it off last week or maybe the week before. I bought that there. Crafted goods, yeah, that's the kind of place it is. So maybe at some point soon there will be local prints in Raleigh of mine. And like this probably because this is Olmsted State Park. Not the actual canvas, the print of it. All right, coffee's mostly gone. This is cleared off, palette's cleared off. It's not the see bougie people stare at $1 million scribbles type art show. No, it's a lot cooler of a place. An art bazaar? No, it's not that either. It's, I don't know. Like, it's just a tiny little shop. Like, it's not even that big. It's like the size of 2 bedrooms put together. And there's just like, people like me are like, hey, can I sell prints here? And then they just have stuff. And there's like also stickers and patches and pins and magnets and jewelry and zines. I think we need a vlog to visualize this. I mean, probably at some point once stuff is in there, we'll go show it off. So people know where it is and where they can go buy prints from me. And I'm going to like hand sign them. Because like I can't hand sign the Redbubble stuff. That doesn't come to me at all. We have a 41-month resub from KJ the Quiet One. Thank you. And if for some reason, I don't know why this wouldn't work, I do have some other places. I know people where I could sell stuff. Oh no, road trip time. Has it been vlogged before? No. I don't think so. Am I missing paints? Alizarin. Titanium. Part number. Guess what? This happened last week. Lawn care showed up right when we started streaming. What was I using for blue? Prussian. I was using Prussian. Good. Aggregated molecules, you remembered. Yes, Prussian. Because I'm going to have to do some water sky reflection. And that will be the last part of the water I do, is bring that back in, because I want to have like actual detailed ripples instead of just like blue blob. We have a 41-month resub from Zelda Master. Good morning. The chaos emote. Okay. How do I want to go about this? Because there's some chunks that I can break this up into mentally. We have like this chunk, and I was considering, because if you remember, my only reference I have of this, because this trail is closed right now, is someone else's photo. And I'm just like mentally adjusting it so I have it like it normally is. I was thinking of putting some stones under the water, because like this concrete block comes all the way this way and like comes out of the water back here. But from here over, it is just a normal creek and there's like stones. So like you would see some of them through here. This part would be a lot smoother because this part is concrete. And this part is too far away to see any of that detail and the angle of it. But that does make it sincerely more complicated if I try and like make stones there. But also it's so dark that... But anyway, I can block this off. I have like this whole section. I have the reflection, which will be, or the sky reflection, which will be totally different than the green. And then I have this chunk. It's not a boutique unless there's a resident cat. There's a resident dog. Alright, I think I'm gonna do this chunk first because it's so small and over here that when it goes well and I'm feeling competent, that I can move on to the harder part. I guess that counts. Actually, there's 2 dogs. Whenever it's all set and things are ready, we'll do a video on it, and I will introduce you to the store dogs. All right. Hookers, Hansa, Prussian, alizarin. and burnt umber and titanium. Because we're working a lot looser today, slightly more oil painterly, I'm gonna put slow dry in all of these so they don't dry out on me. But we do have this really pretty palette right now that we normally don't have because I don't paint that way. So soon we will be painting the living room and the kitchen. So if you're looking for the update to the foyer painting, soon there will be that. Maybe we can start that at the end of the month. All right, now we've mixed all of our little paints with a drop of slow dry. So now we have this. How's the penny table going? I haven't had a chance to work on it. I did buy the stuff I need to reinforce it, but I haven't done stuff with it yet. We have a 41-month resub from Sherlock913. Good morning. The penny table will be slow going because I don't have all the pennies I need. So it's going to just kind of be like, well, I get it to a certain point, put all the pennies I have down, and then every so often, once I have another 50 cents in pennies, put that all down. And then someday, whenever it's finally filled in, just grout it black. So it will be a very slow process. My mom told me that she was having someone save pennies, or having multiple people save pennies. She's like, I don't know how I'm gonna get them to you. And I was like, the mail? You could mail them to me? Okay, I don't know if I like this brush. How do I feel about this brush? Kind of want a round. How do I feel about this round? Or this, no, not that one. I think I need something smaller. Filbert? I do like filberts. Maybe filbert. Also take this flat. And this filbert. What will be completed first, the SNES collection or the penny table? Ooh. I mean, at some point, I can only do so much. Until I get pennies. By the end of the year? Yeah, that's actually probably a decent guess, Vagabond, because once I finish my set of 4 paintings for this, 3 or 4, my deadline stuff is over, so I can, like, kind of work on that. This isn't quite long enough. Steven could come on with 300 SNES games? Ooh. That would be a choice. He actually messaged me. He's like, hey, could you go pick up a game today when you're out? There's a game I need you to get. Like, we could ship it. Watch him be watching. He's like, but like, then we pay shipping. And if you're going out, we have a 41-month resub from Harumi Kindle. Thank you. Oh, I should also get some glazing liquid. And move this out of my way for my foot. This needs more blue. Like, it's a good brown, but I kind of like having more blue in the shadow color I'm using. So let's grab some more Prussian. He won't be allowed in the house if he comes back with too many Super Nintendo games. I know he is buying some. Because he was like, Josh, do you want to go to some game stores? Maybe on the way? Return from a trip and planning the next one? I want to plan a trip. So I think the way to make the water look better is to just give it more detail. And I'm liking what I'm doing. So if I zoom in, can you tell? Like, see this right here? Like, it's not just like a solid green chunk. What I'm trying to do is like just give it something. So it's not just flat green. Now let me get rid of what I just did. You can erase with acrylic if you're fast. We have a 41-month resub from Jamie. Good morning. But Japan. Yeah. But Japan. There was talks of Japan. I mean, I don't think they're going to happen, though. There was also Carlos being like, here's what I think about this area. And it was kind of pipe dream stuff on my end. I don't know about him. Oh, that helps so much. Just little tiny details that we're filling in here. All right, so we have this. Needs to kind of get a little bit. Yeah. All right, I'm actually really happy with that. Okay. Now let's work on the side of the canvas that none of you can see. If I turn it, maybe. Because we got a big tree trunk on the side here. See this guy going up the side? So we need to kind of give that some detail. And then we'll probably start running out of this dark color. And that's fine, we can move into another color. So, I'm happy with the amount of dark green, so we're going to mix up a light green. Maybe something more like this kind of washed out grayish green. So I'm going to mix the alizarin and the hooker's green. Alizarin red, crimson, and then mix some titanium white into it. Doesn't it make a massive difference over there? Like, it's detailed and not just messy. You're too yellow. Let's fix that. Just add a little bit more Prussian. A little bit more green because I think it's just slightly too gray. And it's way too dark for one. How about this? Pretty good. Let's go with that. I might need to lighten it, but also I can just do that otherwise if I want. All right, so if this is here and then this all kind of goes here, then all of this will be all of that ground cover. Let me zoom in again. And I do want to bring in some of these yellows in here. So that'll be next. That looks good. All right, let's add a lighter yellow or green. So my plan is to start with Hooker's green, make it a little bit more yellow, desaturate it just a little bit because I always oversaturate things. We want a bright, like peridot green. So far we've made gross pea soup with our green. Like, ew. Too much red. Although, let's not get rid of all of that. Let's save a little bit. And that way, we might use it for a little bit of a shadow. A little bit more depth to it. We have a 28-month resub from Nomi Bookworm who says, well, this is beautiful. Thank you. It's sitting a little weird and we got a weird shadow on it right now, but... Alright, so this is the green we have. We need it to be more sunshine green. So we're going to take yellow and mix it in. It's too much yellow. Yeah, this is good. I think I need one more color that's even lighter. Because this one was good, it just needs more. Not a ton. Maybe that's too much though. A little bit less. Somehow that feels identical. Okay. We're good with that. Now we can move on to the rest of it, now that we have some confidence in what we're doing. I do want water, and I have a water bottle sitting on my desk, so I'm gonna go grab that. Okay. Back to this. Now, we do have to think about these rocks. Maybe I should think about these rocks sooner rather than later. Unfortunately. I didn't want to, but maybe I should. So I think I'm going to mix up 3 colors for the rocks, which is the 3 I did before. We have our shadow, our midtone, and then highlight, and then there's like a little bit more of a highlight in here. And then we can always add brighter colors later. This is too blue. I'm not using my gray palette today, and the gray palette gives me a little bit more of an accurate read on color. So if I keep testing it over here, I'm finding it's too cool. It needs to be warmer. Okay, this is our shadow color. You are mid-tone. Perfect. And then we need highlight. This might function as the highlight, but I don't think it's quite bright enough. And we can't go all the way bright because we need to have a little bit of variation for a few spots. So maybe just a smidge lighter. Okay. I'm being asked to go do something. In a second, apparently. So let me just cover up my colors. We'll go do that. Dream says, y'all, I miss salads. Me too. It's like there's nothing I want more than a salad right now. I think I might go to the farmer's market tomorrow and get some stuff. Oh wait, I can't tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go next week. Steven. I think I'm just gonna go do it. All right, I'll be back in a second. Hi chat, sorry, it'll be a minute. There. I clicked what I needed to. Back to this. We're painting rocks. Alright, what do I want to start with? Midtones. I've decided. The color I have the least of. My favorite part is that I have rocks to paint. The water I have to figure out because that was not in the photo. Because the water is too low. But the rocks don't change. Chair was incredible. Wow. I should just stop then and let the chair do everything. So like many things in my paintings, this will get worse before it gets better. For a second I was like, wait, which rock am I painting? Yeah, that one. Painting is fantastic. Chair was doing a performance piece. Oh. Chair should get its own stream. That's what I'm hearing. Chair is quieter than couch. Bottom of the painting for last. Like here, this is gonna be sky reflection. Right now it's a very, very light blue. Like incredibly light blue. Thanks, Chess. 1 second. All right, if that didn't work, let me know. I hit what I thought I needed to hit. If you merge chats, then yes, that's what I was trying to do. Man, I have this bruise here. Gosh, it hurts. I keep hitting it on things. It's pedal height. We have a 41-month resub from Snowy Sataru. Hello. I'm clicked on the wrong thing. I'll get paint in my shirt. Bike bruise. I need to replace the cleats on my shoes, which are the part that clip into the pedal, and my gray bike needs the pedals replaced as well. They are not clipping in as good as my red bike. And I assume it's because the red bike pedals are newer and they don't get used as much. This rock needs to be taller. So sometimes when I'm trying to clip my shoes in when we're getting going, I always unclip my right foot, which is the one I have the bruise on, is that calf, and then I like put that on the ground when we stop. And sometimes when you get going, my left foot's still clipped in, and then I put pressure on that pedal and try and get the other one in, and sometimes I miss. And then the pedal hits you in the calf. And it hurts. It's a good thing I'm not using mountain bike pedals. Those have spikes. And I have gotten clipped with one of those before. It's not very fun. It hurts a lot. There was blood. This is big rock. This is little rock next to it. This guy needs to kind of get bigger. This one actually is much bigger than I did it too. Oops. Let's fix that. Okay, that's it for midtones. Now, I think highlights might be my next call, because I painted over a lot of them, and then shadows. And then we'll do either deeper shadows or brighter highlights, one or the other, whatever it needs. But then the rocks will be done. And I am going to lose my brightest highlights, and that's okay, because we're going to bring them back in. Scroll back down to this rock. I should keep this loose though. I'm not gonna do the side. Not yet. We have 100 bits from Fire Goddess. Good morning, thank you. And Balaji says, hey, I'll never got to be at these, but happy to be at this one. Morning. Welcome to Painting Stream. We are finishing up this painting. Make it future Mal's problem? Yep, always do. We're good at doing that. I can tell you, future Mal does not like it very much. Rarely. I can start to add detail. I should. Like that rock looks good. It's not done. It needs highlights. This guy right here, like, see how different it looks than the others? We gotta do that more. Yeah. So we're going to paint in the highlight of the rock. Because we've done things like paint some of the green over it or the rock next to it. And then we can go into the shadow color. I just did the mid-tone and give that detail. So I did the highlight here. Now we're going to add detail. We have a 41-month resub from Dragonly. Good morning. All right, this rock isn't quite so square. These get a lot harder to see way out here when they're so tiny. Okay, now we're going to move into a shadow color. There's a little bit of the underpainting still showing through here, but we will change that. And maybe we'll add a little bit more detail in here. Yes. It's kind of hard to start on this end because the rocks are so small, but like this guy, I know him because he's easier to pick out. We will need a darker color. That's fine. We'll remake one. Let me zoom in a little bit. Do you see the detail that's starting to get into the rocks? They're not just like flat polygons anymore. There's starting to be substance to them. Let's move so I can see this rock. All right. So like even doing just this little shape here helps a ton. All right, highlights, bright highlights, and then deep shadows, because I've decided that's what I want to do. This might need to be even brighter than this. But see, when one rock is done, it just is like, oh yeah, that needed that. Oh my gosh. That didn't go like I wanted. Now I'm gonna bring an even brighter highlight in. So like, see these, how bright they are? And these kind of get dull. It's going to bring those all into. Which one am I looking at? This guy. Okay, shadows. Needs to be even darker. And this is the same color I used in here to bring in the shadows, so we're just going to do the same thing. Anywhere where it needs to be absolutely darker. While I have this color, I should probably do a little bit more on the left side too. It's not quite as dark as the deepest color I have over there already. It's a little bit more hunter green, I guess. It's quite blue on the palette, and then I bring it over here and it's like suddenly green. That's color theory. Color theory doing its color theory thing. But that's fine, that lets us do some detail over here. Alright, so we need to kind of bring some of our detail into here. Why would colors do this to us? Ah, they're tricky. We can also use this color to do some of our other reflections, like this tree. But this needs to come up higher, I think. In general. I'm really excited to do the bright reflection whenever I get there, because that's going to be very fun. I don't like how I did these trees, so we're going to fix that. So this guy is the biggest one. So we're gonna have to kind of overpaint them to get rid of the vertical lines and make them more horizontal. And then we will come back in later and fix it. So we just have like this section to go. Big log. And it's going to be much thinner than this. I have to, like I said, I have to overpaint it. Those ones may not be this dark later. These guys. We might make them green. Instead of this super dark blue. Okay. Time to keep working brighter. I might switch to a wider flat brush or this angle. I also don't know if I like this here yet. Maybe it's like too much. I don't know. Time to mix some green. Gonna start with maybe the light green, which I still kind of have. How much of it? Not much. All right, we'll start with the medium light green. I think it will make the biggest impact too. And we're just going to paint over this light green because we can bring that back in later. It was also looking a little pine tree-esque because they were like coming to these points and I was like, that's a little more pine tree than we want. Squeaky chair. Like, this is way too dark for right here, so we're gonna also brighten that up. Yeah, that was the right call. Getting rid of that sky piece here. It didn't need to be there. All right, if this is our big tree here, I need to bring in some highlights around it. We need less sky in the water. A little bit, but not as much as I had. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to the larger brush. think I'm going to move into a darker green next. I'm starting to get rid of all of those vertical lines. They're disappearing. And there's still, like, vertical lines, but there's nothing that's this way here. Like, this is the only spot where it still kind of is, and we're gonna get rid of that too. I think I'm gonna do that first. Before I run out of this color. All right, we have this tree. So we're gonna bring in a little bit of that in here. And then this one, which is just barely outside of the other. And this one is way too wide, so we're gonna have to lighten that up too. This might be a little too yellow for over here. This side is a bit cooler because it sits more in the shadow. So let's leave that alone. There will be plenty of that on this side too. What are we at? 2.5? I was hoping to be done by now. No one can stop you. Yeah, but like, there's so much. There's other things I need to be working on too. Yellow, yellow. I'm gonna leave that color alone for now. We're gonna go to a different color. Let's go work back here. I also have to put some sort of this on all of these guys. to make it look like it's flowing and like touching the actual rock. That's a nice detail. That helps. Like sometimes you just need it to visually do a thing. We have a 28-month resub from Ivar Schoonbeek. Welcome in. Hi. There's so much painting. I think this needs to get darker. Afternoon? Yeah, I guess it's afternoon. Did I say morning? This part's too dark. This needs to get darker. I need to switch those. And this part needs to also get brighter. Still morning for some of us? Yep. This side I need to cool down, which is what I'm trying to do with this color. And there is a little bit of that in here. All right, what do I want to work on next? What color? This needs lightened. This needs darkened. Let's lighten that. That seems like a good green for that. Perfect. It's pretty similar to this. Okay, cool. Wasn't what I wanted at all. That's better. Where's my... There it is. I like this part. It's this part that needs some work. Switch into the larger brush. We're going to use it to darken all of this. I also made it slightly greener, so it's going to help do that as well. And if I want any yellow brought back in, I can do that next. And if I make this just a little bit more blue, take the saturation down a little bit. I can use it on the left side too, because this side is a lot cooler. That's still too green. This music is something. And we've had enough of that. Oh, didn't line that up right. Let's fix that. Okay, let's bring a little bit more yellow in. And then a bit more highlights on the ripples, and then we have just the bright part of the sky. It's also just doing the math of where I need to be when today. I don't like what's going on here. And we need more brights. It's just not bright enough overall. Alright, are you bright enough? You're brighter. Because we need like more ripples that just show up. Don't like what that did. Let's fix it. Better. I'm trying to make a color to fix the part over here I don't like. Better. Okay, let's fix it on the front face now. Better. Much better. All right. Part I've been dreading is all of the little detail work right here. So I need a brush that's a bit sharper because all of the ones I have right now are a bit fuzzy. This one. This one. All right, we're going to do this, and regardless of how it turns out, we're going to do that and then call it a day. If it's done, it's done. If it's not, and I need to do a little bit more touch-up work, we'll do it next week. But I need to do this and then probably think on it. And like mentally just be done for today. Okay, we're going to mix up a light blue-gray color. Oh, that is so blue. It is way more blue than it needs to be. How do I feel about that? A little bit more gray. So I'm gonna start by filling this in. And then we'll go do detail work. And like this might bring the whole thing together, but it may also show little things I need to do. Do you see the effect I'm going for? That's the effect. Like I said, this is either going to bring the whole thing together or just look like garbage. And not all of the water is going to get this. It is just where the sky is reflecting. Oops. I'm just adding a few little details in places, brightening up some of these ripples. Oh my gosh, that was way too much. Oops. Time to get rid of that. Forgot to add water off the rocks down here. Oops. We have a 38-month resub from Paint Shipper. Hi. Welcome. I do think some of this needs to be brightened up. That brightened that up. All right. I think this is where we need to leave it today. And like, I need to step away from it and not look at it and think about if it's done or not. It could be done. We could do a little bit more on it. I'm already like, oh wait, I should put a little bit of a brighter highlight over her. And then like maybe one here. See, I could keep working on it, but I need to like step away and think about it. And this is a good spot to do that. So next time, we're gonna pull this out and look at it, and we're gonna work on something else also. Because I don't think I have a whole stream's worth of work to do on it. Just a little bit. Step away before the too much takes over. Yes, before the too much takes over. So we're gonna set it here. Someone asked if the bottom was done. No. See? I have to do that, but I don't like to do that on stream because it's just me doing this for a while. But what if too much? When are these due? Like 2 weeks? 2 weeks? I'm gonna do some off stream. That's kind of my plan while Steven is gone. But I need a break. So we're gonna step away from this and from paint in general for a bit today. Is there even a too much? Yes. You can overwork a piece very easy. And to stop or we'll find Gremlin Hours. Yeah, I'm not doing Gremlin Hours this weekend. You guys have other stuff to go watch. Well, I don't worry about you while Steven is gone, because you will eat and work appropriately. Yes, I will. Yesterday I had like Spanish rice and queso and I think there was beef in it. The water looks wet. Good. I'm really excited to like step behind the camera and look at it because it's been this far away from my face for too long. All right, you know who we're rating. You all know who we're rating. I don't know what they're playing right now. They're playing something. Steven did a whole peanut shindig without you. I heard there was trail mix with peanuts. They're doing Resident Evil? Ah. Well, you guys all go enjoy that. The next stream that you will see me on will be Monday night on this channel, Ghost of Yote. So tune in for that, and Tuesday morning breakfast stream will be Chaz and I on Steven's channel. Have fun, enjoy watching Coliseum, and I will see you guys Monday night. Have a good Friday. I just learned something cool about Chaz's system. I should have probably pulled that up so I could have seen the raid, but I didn't. All right, everyone. I will see you Monday.